Hey, yo. What's good? What's good, man? We back for another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence, Kenny, Phil, and Neil. How we doing, fellas? How we living?
Yo, what up?
It's another Wednesday.
Yo, what up?
What's up with y'all? Kenny, how you feeling, man?
You know, great. Falcons are going to go into the next season as the favorites in the NFC South now that Sean Payton's gone and Tom Brady's going to retire. So,
you could thank us for that.
yeah, it's a wonderful day to be a Falcons fan.
All right. What about you, Neil?
I don't know. I'm happy that we're going to the NFC Championship, but I don't know if my body and my heart can take what's about to happen to me on Sunday. So, kind of just avoiding it at all costs. I kind of wish I could. I kind of want to take like NyQuil and sleep and then wake up and see the results.
We can arrange for that.
Okay. If you look for the wrong results.
Then if we lose, then it's like,
right
glad I was asleep.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Glad I was asleep.
Interesting.
But if we win, I'll be like, damn.
That was a great dream. Can't wait to do that again next week.
NFL Game Pass, maybe. I'll have to watch that game back.
Right.
And what about you, Phil, man? How you feeling, man?
You know, a bit up and down. Lost a lot of money because of the Packers, so fuck the Packers. That's all I gotta say.
For me, it's been a special week, you know.
Saints suck.
It's a lot. It's just a lot going on personally, and then
Legendary coach.
Then my day or my week gets stepped on a little bit more, as I cling on to my team week to week to get wins, and the only thing stopping them from getting another 9+ wins next season has officially walked out the door, and we got problems.
You had a lot more stuff stopping you from getting a 9+ win season next year than that. Let me tell you.
What you mean? I'm saying as a quarterback, him as a coach, like he got us to where we had to be.
Let me. All right. So now that we're here, let's just get right into this shit.
They were firing me
else.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
If you had Sean Payton still, who would play quarterback next year? Jameis Winston tore his ACL. He wouldn't be ready yet. And Ian,
there's no guarantee Jameis Winston coming back. He's not under contract.
And you got the Liz Frank injury on Taysom Hill, so that shit's a lengthy ass surgery. So then you got Ian Brook.
Right.
What's his last name?
Book.
Yeah.
Book.
Yeah. So who's getting you 9 wins next year?
Hey, listen. I don't know.
With Armstead walking too.
This is the first time.
And Michael Thomas wants out.
Yeah, that's been known. He had his opportunity to come back week 7 and didn't. So that was clear as day.
We're just throwing out all the factors into next season.
That's true. That's very true. The offense for one is in a crazy place right now, where obviously you don't know who's gonna play quarterback. Well, more importantly, you got the receivers. That is just a complete disaster. I think the line is in a all right place. I think they need to obviously get the left side, the left tackle addressed. Don't know how they're gonna do that with cap space. Cap space is said to be a problem, but then again, Mickey Loomis somehow signs people, and I don't know how he does it. But you feel me?
Can I just say my piece here?
What is he doing?
Because I gotta say what
let it happen.
What Lawrence is afraid to admit.
What's up?
The Saints are in full rebuild now. They're in full rebuild mode. It's over. You have no quarterback.
Right.
Your coach is gone.
Right.
Your franchise left tackle is leaving. So you know what's going to happen now?
What's up?
Alvin Kamara, bye. We need cap space. We're not going to compete. We're going to trade you away. There's no need to have a running back like you anymore. We have no receivers. Our defense is good. Cam Jordan, bye. There's no reason to have these guys in your roster anymore. You guys are going into full-blown rebuild mode, and it's just time to face facts.
I never said I was running from that, though. I never said I was running from that.
We're in a bad place. We got to do that. They're not going to try to piece together a winner.
Put my screen up.
What are you talking about?
Put my screen up.
ISO.
You can't even hear it, bro.
Tragic.
Yeah, this is Sean Payton.
I'm not going to be here.
Sean Payton just looked at everything I just said and said, I'm not going to be here no more.
He walked in at the offseason and looked around. He saw his quarterback room and saw empty chair. Ian Book.
Empty room photo. Just something like this.
Empty book. Ian Book and walked around and said, they talk about next year. I'm not going to be here.
Right. Because they're not. I can't see them trying to there's no way you can piece together a winner there. And if you do, you're not going to win anything big. So they're gonna blow it up in the Worlds.
Xavier lost.
What happened?
Xavier lost to Providence. Just in case anybody was wondering, if we got any viewers that bet the Xavier game, they lost to Providence by 3 points. Oh. I think the Saints are in deep shit next year. Not only are they in deep shit next year, but I believe they are.
Stop sharing your screen too. Your screen is.
Oh, it's still up.
Well, not up, but it's in the queue.
All right.
But no,
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, and not only are they in deep shit next year, but like Kenny said, it's time.
Yeah, for sure. Listen. My thing is this, right?
It's rebuild time.
It's at the end of the day, I got to see great. Like it's me celebrating obviously the time that he was there. It's not okay. You got what's coming. I already know what's coming. You feel me? You got Armstead is leaving. We don't know. Marcus Williams hasn't even been signed yet.
Call on me.
So, oh my goodness, go ahead, bro.
What? One Super Bowl?
Listen,
a bunch of NFC championship losses, divisional losses. Listen. I got to witness all the stuff that happened. Like what? One Super Bowl.
Mean, your bitch ass is gonna be in the same spot when McVay is like 50, son. With no Super Bowl, and you're gonna be like he's the greatest during this time.
We've already been to one Super Bowl.
I swear you're gonna. No, Kenny, no. I'm gonna get to you. I'm talking to Neil right now. I'm talking to Neil right now.
Neil gets upset when they win games. You think Neil's gonna be happy if 15 years from now they only have one Super Bowl ring? No, he's not gonna sit here and talk about how great this run was. Right, but that's my point.
If that.
I'm not going to say that.
Y'all telling me I'm wrong for celebrating the time Sean Payton was there.
No, I'm telling you that you saying that Sean Payton was a legendary coach, which, okay, some people might say he was a legendary coach for what? What's his resume besides winning games, okay? Losing big games.
Listen, he won games.
NFC Championship game?
He won games. Bro. In the world of professional sports, all people care about is winning. Obviously, he didn't get to. Obviously, in the last 5 years, very disappointing that the Saints, all the things they had, and didn't fucking win at least one Super Bowl. Okay, and I can admit that. But at the same time, I'm gonna still celebrate Sean Payton time there. Y'all not gonna change my mind on it.
One's better than nothing.
Y'all do this every fucking episode when the Saints come up, and I can't say nothing about them without y'all.
We're just trying to
going. All hell's gonna break loose.
All I'm saying is this, okay? All I'm saying is this: Saints fans are grateful that they had Sean Payton. He brought them out of whatever. They got them through Katrina. Won a lot of games. Regular season games. Right. But what other than that? You got one Super Bowl, a bunch of heartbreaking playoff losses.
Yeah, of course.
So
I think you're just missing what I'm saying. Like I understand where y'all coming from. Anytime I bring up the Saints, it's gonna be shot down or whatever it is. It's perfectly fine.
Talking about anytime.
It's the banter.
We're talking about right now.
Right now, I could have had Ben McAdoo as my coach. I could have had Joe Judge. Like I'm thankful Sean Payton was the coach of the Saints.
You're right.
So that's where I'm coming. That's the space I'm coming from.
That's fine. Don't call him legendary,
bro. He is though. In the past 15 years, Sean Payton has won fucking games. He didn't win the Super Bowl multiple times, but he was one of the top coaches in the league almost every fucking year. He definitely was.
He was definitely one of the top coaches.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like it's y'all bringing it to where I'm putting him at the toppest tier of the last 20 years. I'm not saying that.
But I will argue he should have done more in the past 5 years.
Yes. He's a cocky son of a bitch. And in those moments when he was cocky, the choke and all that shit, where you can see that shit, it's embarrassing. And then you go and fucking lose games. You talk shit about the Vikings players, and then you got to play them 2 out of the 3 times in the playoffs, and you lose the fucking Kyle Rudolph, or you lose the Diggs. Like I'm real.
Big bowl of gumbo to lose an NFC Championship game.
But the thing is, y'all already know how I am. I'm real. Like I'm not delusional.
When did he start coaching?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all treating me like I'm a Giants fan.
When did he?
2006, bro.
All right, so 2006 they lost.
And the culture fucking changed.
2006, as soon as he got there, they finished first in the division, lost the NFC Championship. Then they finished third, fourth, finished first in the division in 2009. They won the Super Bowl that year. Then they finished second, lost in the wild card. Then they finished first, lost the divisional playoff. Then they finished third, obviously no playoffs there. Second, lost in the divisional playoffs. Second, third.
Almost has team.
Then they finished first, and first. Lost in divisionals, lost NFC Championship, lost wild card, lost divisional playoffs. And then this year, they didn't make the playoffs.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I guess you could call him a legendary coach for making the playoffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in 15 years. And never getting to the NFC Championship.
He had 9 out of the 15 years. He had 9, 10+ win seasons or something like that too.
It could have been a lot worse too, to be honest.
Like,
so three NFC Championship berths in 15 years.
And I feel like in those moments too, I feel like he did enough to coach the team. There's probably some questionable moments. But in those moments too, it can go back on old boy.
I'm just saying,
Drew Brees.
Three NFC. Hold on, Kenny. Before I was just about to say that 3 NFC Championship games with a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Right.
That's not good enough. I'm sorry.
And listen, I'm saying in the most recent years, in those last 5 years from 2017 when AK and all them got there, and after that, he had enough tools around him, and the old boy would choke. He's choking in the playoffs.
You realize in 2017, Alvin Kamara won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and then Marshawn Lattimore won Defensive Rookie of the Year. You had both of those things on your team.
Yes, and I'm saying Drew Brees' performance was not enough in those games. I'm giving you that determining factor.
All right, that's 3 years, not the entire 12.
What happened?
I said that's 3. You act like Drew Brees has been garbage for 10 years.
No. Listen. This is
I hear what he's saying.
This is what I be talking about. You're hearing me. You're selectively hearing me.
No, you're selectively hearing me because you're saying old boy was bad in those games. Yes, you're right. Recently, he has been bad in those games. But what's the excuse for the 10 years before then?
Hold on.
Drew Brees was a top 5 quarterback in the league.
I brought up the last 5 years. I said 2017 and after. That's what I said. That's what I said. I didn't say anything about before.
Right, but Neil was asking about his whole 15-year career with a Hall of Fame quarterback. So
we
you
were
want to talk about those?
No.
Neil was talking about all 15. Right or wrong, Neil? What'd you bring up?
He brought the games up, and he said you guys went to the divisional wild card NFC, and then I addressed that. That's what I was addressing.
I said in a 15-year career as a legendary coach with a Hall of Fame quarterback to only make the NFC Championship 3 times is inexcusable.
Right.
And I mean, let's put it. I mean, let's call it how it is. Sure, Drew Brees started to decline at the end of his years, but he still wasn't bad. I mean, in 2020, he had 24 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And then 27-4, 32-5, 23-8, 37-15. Right. I mean, 32-11, 33-17. I mean, those are terrific numbers.
Right through the regular season for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning's last year, he had 9 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, and he won a Super Bowl. And let's not play around like Sean Payton didn't have some of the best defenses and best offensive weapons. Let's start.
And let's not forget, Michael Thomas broke a receiving record in one of those last years.
He had 191 receptions in that year.
I'm just saying, like, yes, we can sit here and we can play. Oh, Drew Brees was garbage. He had this. He was that.
No.
But,
and I'm not saying that tells the whole story. I'm just literally addressing piece by piece so I can make sure that I'm answering y'all.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I disagree with your statement. I don't think Sean Payton, I mean, will he make the Hall of Fame? I mean, he's going to because he
turned that franchise from. Yes, he is because he turned that franchise from. Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, I don't know. He might not get the votes because a lot of people hate him. A lot of people hate him.
This is not the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's going to get in. He turned that franchise from a laughingstock into a perennial playoff team, so you can't take that away from him.
Right.
But he just, I mean, to be there for that long and only appear in one Super Bowl with Drew Brees as your quarterback is just something that's kind of like, looking back on it now, it's like, wow, that is kind of crazy.
And really,
get over the hump.
But I mean, and like the other thing about it, like, I don't really want to speak on it much longer because it's really irrelevant because, I mean, the Saints that make the playoffs, they're going to be dog shit for the next 10 years now. But anyways, I mean, sure you had Drew Brees as your quarterback, but it's a lot more than that too. Like you had great offensive lines, you had great rushers, you had great defensive players,
Great
defensive
fucking teams.
great teams, and that's
Great fucking
it's
teams.
inexcusable. Is all I mean. Like to be
for
that
sure.
bad. I mean, just like Sean McVay said it, comparing himself. They said, "What do you do if Aaron Donald doesn't get a ring?" And he says, "I don't deserve to even be a coach anymore. That's on me. If Aaron Donald doesn't get a ring, that's on me." And
Right.
that's the way you got to look at it with Sean Payton too. You have these great teams. I mean, sure, you had Drew Brees, Hall of Fame quarterback, has broken all the records, right? Well, not all of them, but a lot of them, and he gets one ring. That comes down to your head coach. I'm sorry. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Moving on, though.
Moving on, we
Spicy.
had a absolutely crazy, amazing, heart-stopping, any synonym you want to put
Heart-starving.
on it, any noun you want to put on it, any adjective you want to put on it. This weekend of football has gone down in the history books as the greatest weekend of football of all time. We're the greatest playoffs of all time. The season already itself has already been one of the best NFL seasons of all time, and this playoff run by all the teams involved have just put a little cap on it all. I mean, you look at every single game came down to a last play, and then the most recent weekend of the divisional round here. Every single game. Even the Rams game, when you're watching it and you're like, oh my God, the Rams are up 27-3, 24-3. Yeah, Tom Brady. You look at the Bills game. Bills are up, 13 seconds left. Oh, Josh Allen had an amazing game. Oh my God, more touchdowns and intercompletions, all this, that, rushing all over the place. Oh, that's Cam Newton with Tom Brady's arm. Oh my God, you could believe it? What happened? 13 seconds left. You couldn't get a stop.
Fun fact: Patrick Mahomes rushed for more yards than Josh Allen in that game.
He did.
Just wanna throw that
He was
out
running
there.
a lot. Like
He did?
62?
They both had a lot, and the crazy part about it is Patrick Mahomes doesn't have designed rushing plays for him either.
Right. This was all the plays going to break down. Oh, I'm going to get killed.
Yeah, time to run. Who was, I
boy
forget who it was.
was
Somebody said he
out of
runs
there.
like he's got hot coals under his feet. Like his legs never stretch out completely when he runs. He runs like he's got like flippers on his feet.
It's accurate.
But it works, man. And you got. Listen, I gotta give my ups to Kenny here. Kenny called it. The Titans are the worst number 1 seed we've ever seen. Ever. And I thought for sure.
How so?
I thought
Explain
for
it.
sure. I thought for sure getting Derrick Henry back would have rejuvenated that offense, right? Their defensive front seven has been amazing all year, right? Their linemen can beat any offensive line. Their linebackers are very good. Their cornerbacks are suspect. Their safeties are suspect, but they're still there. They're still decent. But their offense is just not good. Their offense has been bad. I mean, ever since the minute they lost Derrick Henry, their offense went down the drain. Then I thought getting Derrick Henry back would give their offense a little bit more identity, right? Or give the ball to Derrick Henry. He'll rush. But for some reason, they allowed Ryan Tannehill to throw the ball. I don't know why. You got
Especially
3
down the
weeks.
stretch.
You got 3 weeks left. Derrick Henry's got a whole offseason to rest his foot if you win the Super Bowl. Go. Let him run. All right?
It's almost
That's
like
great.
it's almost like maybe I was right.
That is
that-
crazy thinking.
Maybe I was also right that Derrick Henry actually wasn't 100%. He was just out there.
He looked good.
Nah,
He didn't even
I
bring
think.
80 yards.
I see it like this, right?
They sold out to stop it. I think the Bengals just sold out to stop the run.
Yeah, and then I think at the same time as a running back too, you have moments where your body's fucked up, but you can go out there be like, Coach, how many you need from me today, bro? It's 70 plays. I need you for 32 of them. All right, Coach. I know 32. You're gonna get 100% from me, and then you can see the times where he wasn't out there. He wasn't out there for 3-4 drives.
Now that you mentioned that, mentioned that, looking back at that game, Foreman was 100% the more elusive back in that game.
Yeah.
He looked fresher. He looked quicker. He looked, he busted that 65-yarder. I mean, he looked good. Foreman looked really good. And now that if you look at it as a Titans fan,
Kenny's loving this.
no,
Kenny, hold on.
true.
Is this run deeper than the Browns hate?
No, it's not even hate. It's just that this is like everything I was saying, and everyone was like, "Nah, feed
Listen.
Derrick Henry over 120 yards and 2 touchdowns."
Listen.
Oh, you're bugging. The Titans are great.
I'm
I'm not a hater. I just call it like I see it.
I think when the game opened up and I saw Tannehill fake the ball to Derrick Henry, I said, this game is fucking over. and he drops back and he throws a pick to Bates. I'm like, yeah, it's over. Why do you wait for your bell cow, your best player, potential MVP if he was here all season, and you could run a play action the first play? It doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. I knew it was over after that first play when he threw that pick.
I mean, going off of what everyone said, I mean, the Titans had 9 total sacks on Joe Burrow and couldn't get the job done. The defense did their part. It was just the offense and just Ryan Tannehill down the stretch where you didn't have your best player used and Derrick Henry. Just very sad for the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what the defense was able to do in that game. Sack Joe Burrow 9 times. Obviously put your offense in a great situation. Fields flipped all the time. Obviously he's sacked. They can't really get any offensive, game plan going, any consistency going, and then you flip the ball over and Tannehill just throws 3 inexcusable interceptions. Inexcusable.
Can I ask a question though? Are we sure that their defense played as well as we want to say? Because Joe Burrow still threw for 348 yards.
Lit them up.
Like I said,
lit them up.
I said their secondary.
You sacked them. That's cute. But he threw for 350 on you.
Yeah,
and
them as a whole, no. But if we're counting bits and pieces, defensive line, yes. But everyone else, no.
No, they did not. No, they did not. The second half, once Mixon started getting going, I was like, oh, this shit is over with.
I'm like, okay,
this shit is over with.
So he had 9 sacks, but I mean, he lit you up 350.
9 sacks because he had me and Nil blocker for him.
Right, like I mean,
not me. I'd block better than that.
You say you? Hell no, that would have been you. That was you at Notre Dame.
Fuck out of here. I played center. I didn't let nobody buy me. I like a brick wall. Listen, I hope. Obviously, congrats to the Bengals to move on. I hope the Bengals win. I really want them to beat the Chiefs. I really dislike the Chiefs.
You just don't want to play the Chiefs.
I could care less if we play the Chiefs or not. I just don't like the Chiefs. I don't want to see Jackson Mahomes ever again. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes' wife. I'm sick of that whole shit.
She said,
"Yeah, a divisional round win, and she's spraying people in fucking 30-degree weather."
Nah, that shit's tough though. That shit's tough.
Because everyone always complains about Mahomes' brother and sister, and I'll be honest with you, I don't ever see anything about them. So maybe I just stay.
You ain't looking. You ain't looking in the right spot.
Platforms, but
old boy was like this after the game and shit.
Yeah, Corvette. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not in tune with you young fellows, but I don't.
Don't do that. Oh, Mister, I just had a birthday. Whoa.
No, I don't know what I'm saying.
Nah, I see. I think on Twitter, you see you see it once or twice, but you don't see it as much. The one I did see it a lot is when he was stepping on Sean Taylor's memorial. I was like, that's foul. Like he violated.
Yeah, the only time I see it on social media is when they're getting bashed by other people. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like if people stopped giving them attention, we would see them a lot less.
That's a lot of people in this world, but you know how it is. That's a lot of people in this world.
So we had what could be we had an early slate game with the Rams and the Bucks. That when it finished, everybody was like, "Oh my God, that could be potentially game of the year." The game finished, and then we got the actual game of the year right after.
Well, wait. Which one we get? Why don't you talk about?
Bring it back.
You just touched on both.
Rewind.
We going Saturday and then Sunday.
Yeah, so
we finished. Did we finish Saturday already?
No, we did not.
We got to talk about. We got to talk about that game.
Shout out to Cincy, man. Like we didn't even get to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They doing their thing, man.
They won. All right, congratulations, Cincy.
Going to the bowl.
Honestly, yeah. One of the more boring games of the weekend. It just because it was so early and everything else happened after, kind of just forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, they said, 19 to 21, 1916. Okay.
The disrespect is playoff football. What?
But because of everything that happened after it, be honest, that it was a great game, but it was unfortunately just clouded by
the better games.
Yeah.
All the games after that were amazing. After that game, yeah.
Well, I don't know about that because that Niners game wasn't that good.
That was the worst game of the weekend.
That was a super boring game. Yeah.
Not only was it boring, it was just not the outcome that anybody wanted. Like nobody wants to see this fucking
Especially
team.
sports bettors.
I just want to point out, everyone always hates on Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, and rightfully so, because they're a little, cringy to listen to. But I got to give them their credit. Before the game even started, Aaron Rodgers heading out there for his first snap, and I forget which one of them was, says, in a game like this, special teams could be the determining factor, and both of these teams' special teams is not that strong. And wow, that was the most spot-on observation those two have ever given in their entire life, because special teams is what won and lost that game.
But it shouldn't have.
No, it shouldn't have. But the fact that was even mentioned,
the Packers have complete control of that game, and Aaron Rodgers just forgets that he has more than one player on the team. Like he just locks on to Devontae Adams for some inexplicable reason.
Man had like 7 receptions in 2 quarters.
He gives guys one chance.
Yeah, one chance.
He threw to that tight end who dropped the ball. That's it. You're not getting the ball again. Throws to another tight end, drops the ball. That's it. You're not getting the ball again.
Well, Mercedes Lewis fumbled.
Yeah.
Mercedes Lewis fumbled, and the other guy there.
The ball again.
Hey, listen. If you know your head gonna get chopped off, if you're gonna lose, you're gonna go to your one guy and live with that. Instead of being doom, and have people drop it when they could have been the DA.
Inexplicable, but that's what it is. He knows, at least if I throw to Devontae, I got a chance. If I throw this no-name...
Yeah. That's how you got to feel. Like, he knows this game, whatever happens in it, win or lose, they gonna step on him regardless. So, he going to go out throwing 16 targets to his best receiver.
They just came out and they just looked flat, like...
There goes the last dance narrative.
They just look flat. That bye week. Honestly, personally, I think the bye week for some teams, in some cases, makes it even worse for them. Like, sure, you get an extra week off, but
I think the weather played a factor too.
100% it did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some team, I think the Titans were a team that would have benefited from playing last week. Obviously, it's better to not have to play a game, but some teams just aren't. I don't know. If you're not super elite and going to roll through teams, you want to be out there getting reps.
What do y'all think about didn't AJ Dillon go down?
Yeah, he scored a touchdown, then they touched the field after that.
Do you feel like that was a determining factor for them too?
No, because
just having one running back.
No, because like we said, how he relies on Devontae Adams when time gets tough. He was relying on Aaron Jones, so I don't think AJ Dillon was going to see a lot of.
Aaron Jones had he had 10 for 150 or something crazy.
For
receptions.
Yeah, because he had one 75-yard reception. Other than that, he really, if you take away that one reception, that was a broken coverage. He does okay.
You know what's crazy on that?
What's good, Rick?
If Aaron Jones keeps running instead of trying to cut it inside and do that little fake move, he probably scores a touchdown that would have won that game.
I don't understand the statistics on Jimmy G.
He's a winner. Crazy. He 4-1 in the playoffs.
It's crazy.
What is he, 9-2 when he doesn't throw a touchdown?
Yep, and 4-0 in the playoffs.
So I guess the Rams' game plan this weekend, let Jimmy G torch you up. Let him torch you up.
And then you're gonna be behind 24-0.
That offense can't score 24 points.
You said they don't think so?
I don't think so.
But like I was saying to you guys after that game, that's the only thing that scares me about the Niners is they don't need their quarterback to even play average for them to win. That's not a scary thought that I can contain your quarterback to do absolutely nothing and you can still beat me. What?
I feel like for the Niners, it's it's a special thing. Like Deebo, we can't say enough about him. I think where, like you said, with the running, where they don't need you don't need the quarterback.
Damn.
You got 2-3 running backs. You got him as a hybrid player, and you could just do whatever you want in that offense.
Yeah, that's what keep me up. What?
They scored 27 against the Rams, so it's possible.
Overtime.
He's over here just saying they can score that much. They can score that.
But going up 24-0 would imply they scored 24 in a 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I honestly, I already told you guys offline.
Game of the week.
I don't want to talk about the Rams.
America's game of the week.
We'll
get to it after. But that game
I don't
was
want to
just
talk about it.
Inexplicable that the Packers somehow.
How do you get a fucking blocked field goal and punt? Dog shit.
Sportsbook.
That motherfucker is that special
I'm
teams coach.
telling you.
Also, Robbie Gould continues his undefeated streak, kicking field goals in the postseason.
I don't want to talk about it.
He's the kicker and punter, ain't he?
No, the punter was Wisnowski. He got hurt against the Rams.
I think
That's why
16.
Gould had a punt.
I think 16.
I thought Robbie Gould was the punter.
No,
he
their
punted
punter's
because the punter got
Wisnowski.
hurt.
Yeah.
The kickers.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw him punting too, so I was confused. Like,
No,
Yeah,
He
the Rams. He was going to like tackle somebody on the punt return, and the Rams knocked him out with concussion. So Gould had to punt too.
damn.
Yeah, it's whatever.
If you want someone to kick in the postseason, it's him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Aaron Rodgers, man. I honestly, if I'm him, I'm going back to Green Bay. There's really, I mean, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna find? Like, where are you gonna go? Is the question. Like,
Denver, Pittsburgh, Indy.
yeah, but in Denver, I don't know. I would prefer. I would prefer Green Bay over Denver, and I would definitely prefer Green Bay over Pittsburgh.
That's my thing. Can you go back to
a-
Green Bay when people already been saying this is it for you?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
also,
because he didn't
They've
say
been
it.
no, but they've been saying this is it because he's
For
been
years.
saying this. It's not like they don't want him there. He don't want to be there.
Right.
Like they all want
Yeah.
him in Green Bay. It's not like they're pushing him out the door.
Yeah, I mean, he said it himself, like the whole Last Dance narrative. Him and Devontae Adams both posted in the beginning of the regular season and everything. So, him to post that and then come back.
Yeah, I mean, I
No,
honestly,
he can come back. I don't think it's gonna be weird if he comes back. Like,
nah,
it is
he
what
should
it is.
definitely. Not only would it not be weird if he comes back, but he should definitely come back.
Because if you look at
Yeah.
even when he came back, like in his interviews, he was like, "I love the coaching staff here. I love my teteammates here. I don't like the management here." So
Matt is good, man. He wins.
I mean, he's got Matt LaFleur as a head coach. You'll be hard pressed to find somebody better than him as a head coach.
They had the cap flexibility to bring him back? Because
he's under contract.
He's already under
he's
contract.
under contract next year.
Yeah, so
he would have to
Besides,
get
like
traded.
Adams and everyone.
No,
Adams is a free
can get-
agent.
but Adams can get franchise tagged again
right.
Yeah.
if he needs to.
So they
Okay.
honestly, he's got a top 10 offensive line. His defense is good. He doesn't have a bad defense at all. Good, like I said, good head coach. Obviously, bad special teams, but you got Devontae Adams, top 5 wide receiver. Robert Tonyan, who everybody forgets about, emerging tight end.
Towards ACL.
You've got 2 very, very, very good running backs.
Tunion's a free agent, though, I believe.
So we'll see what he does with his ACL, but
In my opinion, they don't bring him back.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, and for his sake, for Aaron Rodgers' sake, if he want, I think it would be better for his legacy to stay there. But oh well.
I think he's going to also tour his retirement. To be honest with you,
If he
very
leaves,
trying on him.
if he leaves,
Jeopardy
I think he
host.
should go to the AFC.
Well, if he leaves, I think he's definitely going to the AFC
He
because he's
said,
traded.
he said, go to the AFC. Okay.
No, well, he has to.
He'll get fired up over there.
But he has to be traded. You think Green Bay's going to trade him inside the NFC? I'm not. Listen, I might honor your request and let you out, but I'm not trying to play you to get to the Super Bowl.
That's the war zone over there. Them young boys, them 25 and 26-year-olds, they bugging over there.
That's why I think Indy is actually like a really intriguing place to think about because they didn't commit to Carson Wentz. And going to Denver, yes, like that's cool, but you also have to compete with Mahomes and Herbert. You go to Indy, you're instantly the favorite in that division.
Yeah, but you got to do 1-for-1 trade. So
Bring Carson Wentz over.
This is crazy theories right here.
we'll see what happens.
League
the
changing.
the whole offseason is going to be Aaron Rodgers watch.
Yep, we'll see what happens.
Every news outlet.
We'll have episode
Thanks
on
for
it.
nothing, Green Bay. Thanks for nothing.
No, but thank
Yep.
you, Green Bay, because now I don't have to worry about do I pick the Packers to win this week or the Rams, since I've been riding high in the Rams, but I really wanted to see Mahomes versus Rodgers. So they lost this game for me. That's what that was.
Especially for you.
Thanks for nothing, Green Bay.
I appreciate it. All right, now we can roll into your game, Neil.
Couldn't beat a team that didn't score an offensive touchdown.
All
Thanks
right, the Bucks and the Rams, man.
for nothing. It was a good game. It was a very good game.
Heart racing, heart starting, heart stopping.
Yeah, it was good.
So no, I had flag Sunday while the game was going on. I didn't really get to watch. I didn't get to watch the whole game. I probably watched I watched the drive before Matthew Stafford let the ball go right past his face.
He snapped it way over his head.
And
Was it over his head?
Well, and he snapped it before Stafford was even like.
Yeah, he was calling audibles and he snapped it
Yeah.
over his head. A play after
Stafford-
Von Miller got a strip sack.
Yeah, like Stafford wasn't even looking at the center; he was looking at the
That
receivers.
shit make you wonder, man. But anyway, what do you think went wrong on the Ram side to allow the Bucks to get back in the game?
The same thing that happened with the 49ers game. We just, for some reason, I've never seen Sean McVay do this before because last year he was not like this, or the year before he wasn't like this either. He plays at the end of the game now with a big lead. He plays to like keep the lead and get out, as opposed to keep the pedal to the metal and finish the game out. And of course, you do that against the GOAT, the greatest quarterback we've ever seen, and all it takes is one mistake and they're right back in the game. And it just so happened to be the Rams had 4 mistakes. So that's what happened. You keep going. You stop. You run the ball on first down and you get behind the playbook right then and there. We got, I think, positive yards on first down runs, maybe, I don't know, 4 drives in the second half. That was it. Everything else was a wash. So they stopped throwing the ball. That's what happened. I mean, Stafford had 72 yards in the second half before he went off to Kupp. Oh well. I think he learns his lesson now, because he almost lost that one and lost the 49ers one.
Hold on. Yo, that is so funny that you just said he learned his lesson. Dylan just texted me about betting. He just said those exact words.
He learned his own lesson.
He said he learned his lesson tonight. Yo, I'm dead.
How about betting the Knicks? Yeah, don't bet the Knicks. But you know what's crazy? I don't know if you'll agree, but the Buccaneers' defense is what got them into that hole, and their defense is what dug them out of that hole. They got down big, and then going into halftime, you got Cam Akers about to score, and then force the fumble, so they keep the game relatively close from there.
Oh boy, fumble twice.
Yeah. Game's over right there. If Cam Akers doesn't fumble the ball on the 1 yard line, the game is over. Go in up.
So, it makes you wonder.
But see, you guys keep saying you think that in a playoff game, like they're gonna throw games to lose in the playoffs. Like regular season, I'll give you all that, but I don't see people throwing games in the playoffs.
I didn't see the play.
It was a freak fumble, man. He got somersaulted, and his head was like 2 centimeters from the ground before touching, and the ball came loose. Like literally, if he fell just like a little bit faster, it wouldn't have been a fumble. But you know, and OBJ said this. Like they asked him about it. They said like, what happened towards the end of the game? He was like, listen, we're on the sideline, and you look across the sideline and you see Tom Brady just lurking, and you're just like thinking to yourself, he's done this before. Can he do this again? And it just, when that idea gets into your mind, shit just starts to go wrong, right? You immediately start to second guess yourself, like maybe we aren't going to win this game, and then all of a sudden you fumble the ball, and it's like, holy shit, maybe we really aren't going to win this game. And then it's like, holy shit, we fumbled the ball again. Okay, we really might not fucking win this game. And then Tom Brady leads this crazy comeback. And, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you get the win, though. So that's all that matters. Thank God. Because if we didn't get the win, I don't even want to know what would happen to the Rams. This all-star team blows a 27-point lead. Yeah, it would be nonstop. It wouldn't matter what we did for the rest of our seasons. We would always have that.
For sure. You got Von Miller. You got OBJ.
Yeah, exactly.
You got all that.
You got Ramsey.
For the people that watch the game,
Super Bowl or bust for y'all.
For the people that watch the game, obviously they know that the scoreboard was not duplicative of what the actual game was like. I mean, that game was washed and over. Like the announcers were talking about next week at the end of the first half. It was 24-3 at halftime, and it should have been more if Cam Akers 20-3 if Cam Akers didn't fumble the ball at the 1. So, you know, and it's just inexplicable errors. Like Matt Gay misses a 47-yard field goal by coming up short. That's never, I don't ever remember seeing.
You know what? It came up short because they said he hurt his leg in warm-ups.
Yeah, so he buckled his leg in warm-ups, and I think what happened during that, he got kind of nervous that he was going to step wrong and it was going to happen again and he'd fuck up the kick. So also, I think he'd tried to play a little safe. Also,
Tampa's his House of Horrors. That's where he got drafted, and he had his worst ever time of his career was when he kicked.
Yeah,
so it was anything like that could have gone wrong was going wrong.
Yeah, he said he felt fine during the kick. He said he just played it wrong. He read the wind wrong and just played it wrong. So I don't know, but either way, we had how many chances we had to win that game, to put that game away? Like
a lot.
Away. But I mean, shout out to Rams defense. As many times as they wanted, the Buccaneers offense wanted to go, the Rams defense did not allow them to fucking go.
Right.
Tom Brady.
That's the last time we ever saw Tom Brady.
Yeah, and then the Rams could be the team that puts Tom Brady away for good. So
You think he about to walk away?
Well, have
It's
you been
possible.
listening to him talk?
he talked about his family. Said it's not a me decision; it's a whole family decision.
Yeah, he's been talking a lot like he would come back, but he's saying I got to really talk to my family about this. It's time for me to be a dad, be a husband. So I don't know. I always thought he would continue to play, but I think this also kind of proved him that he's human, and it's not like I'm just gonna sleepwalk to the Super Bowl all the time. And I don't know if he's ready to put in that work all the time.
He said sleepwalk. He put in pain.
But my point is,
he ain't sleepwalk.
He's been to the Super Bowl so often recently. It's like this has been like clockwork for him. Like not getting to the Super Bowl now is like, oh, this is what it's like to be home this early. Like I forgot.
Yeah, man. What the Rams? He hasn't beaten the Rams while he's been in Tampa Bay. It's just something about interior pressure that gets to Tom Brady. Once you get that interior pressure on him, I think his record's like 3-4 when he gets pressured more than 5 times in a game or sacked more than 3 times in a game. So that's the blueprint to beating him. But not a lot of teams can do that to him because he gets the ball out so fast.
You start seeing ghosts.
Yeah. I mean, he was getting chased down, but I mean, shit. He's still his offensive line was dog shit that game, and he had no weapons besides Mike Evans to throw the ball to. So
and Leonard Fournette
getting hit as a quarterback does something to you.
But I do want to say thank God that Matthew Stafford has awoken. What word do you want to use? Because he is fucking on one right now. And you could see that game against the Cardinals, he was lit up. He was fired up, right? This game coming in against the Bucs, he was on fire. He was torching that defense. Like every pass was right on the money. And it wasn't even like close. Like he was dead on. He said what he wants in LA. He's like, I just want a chance to be in big games. I just want a chance to have the ball in my hands in a big game when it matters. And what happened? 2 dime pieces to Cooper Kupp, one with Ndamukong Suh, one of the most fearful defenders that we've ever seen, literally up his nose. And he drops a dime to Cooper Kupp. The ball went 60 yards in the air. Crazy throw. Crazy throw. So I'm happy. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll see what happens this weekend. We got the kryptonite.
That game is an exact reason why you go out and get Matt Stafford.
Exactly. You know who's not making that throw?
I was just going to say, if you have Jared Goff on that last drive,
the game's
you're
over.
Saying, we're going to lose this game because Tom Brady, we're going to have to punt the ball back to Brady and they're going to come back. No, with Matt Stafford went out there and you're like, yep, here we go. About to get this W. That's why you go and make that trade for Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, one thing about Matt Stafford that I've noticed in these games so far is, last year, the year before, if we got down, we kind of felt out. Like it was down and out. Jared Goff really doesn't have the juice to get you back into a game. Your offense with Jared Goff is not really built to get you back into a game. Like your offense was built to get a lead, your defense comes on and you sustain the lead. Now, you're down or you're close games or whatever with Matthew Stafford, you feel like you can win any game. He can just make every throw. He can play hero ball if he has to. And obviously Cooper Kupp is the best wide receiver in the league this year, and it's not close. Like he is really, really insane. He's unguardable. And it doesn't matter who you put on him. So, unguardable.
All right. Going to the Bills and the motherfucking Chiefs, man.
13 seconds.
You love to see it.
1-3.
You love to see it. You know why you love to see it? Because some Bills fans, not all, but some Bills fans act like we owe them something or whatever, like because they've been bad for so long and like they won the division last year, they won it this year, and like I don't know, like for them that like means that they're like this dynasty now, I guess. I don't know, like they run football, so we're just supposed to like admit that. I don't know, we're supposed to submit to them.
It's because Brady's gone.
Well, right, and that's like, and they like act like we owe them something, and like whenever we say they're not going to win a game or we pick against them, it's like some form of disrespect or something. Like I don't know, but that's like what I've been getting from people. But you had 13 seconds now to prove me wrong and go into the place and beat the best. 13 seconds is all you needed, just 13 seconds. And what happened? You let him march down the field and eat your lunch.
First off, with 13 seconds left,
13
why
seconds.
are you not squib kicking the ball? That's literally 4 to 5 seconds right there.
Yep.
Unless a player is intelligent enough to get to the ball quick and call a fair catch.
Right.
Which a lot of players aren't going to do because stadium's going crazy. It's 13 seconds left. You thinking your team probably wants you to get the ball, pick it up, and run it back. Then you wouldn't have they wouldn't have the opportunity to do what they did. But that's on them. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like I sat there and watched the game from start to finish. Josh Allen played phenomenal. Like, don't get me wrong, Bills fans.
That's the thing. Like, I don't want Bills fans to think that we're trashing Josh Allen at all. Because if you're looking at the quarterbacks left right now, there's somebody that don't belong. All right, and Josh Allen should be there over that guy. So Josh Allen went toe to toe, outplayed Mahomes. The defense let him down. Like Kenny said, 13 seconds. I mean, it's inexplicable. It's unexplainable. How do you let a guy go? Lawrence couldn't have been more right. Squib, you have to squib kick that ball. You have to. Like, how many times are we going to see these special teams blow games for people? You squib kick that ball, Mahomes has maybe 12 seconds, 10 seconds to go the length of the field, or at least into field goal range.
Me and Dylan are watching the game in Discord and shit, and we're like, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, all right, damn, the Bills just scored. Gabriel Davis, this is over. Like, he had 4 touchdowns.
Right.
I'm like, first thing I thought of, squib kick the ball. I'm saying, and I watch him kick it, and Lawrence just said, oh yes. You got what, they had 3 timeouts?
Three timeouts.
I was like, oh, it's over with.
If I'm lying, God's strict, you guys can ask Ashley. When Gabriel Davis scored, the first thing I said, 13 seconds, 3 timeouts ago, Ashley, I shit you not, they can come back and win this game. She laughed at me, but I swear to God on my life that I said they had a chance to win that game because of Patrick Mahomes and it just the Buffalo Bills. I don't care. The Buffalo Bills, and if this is going to happen to anybody else,
it's going to be the Bills.
It's going to be the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. It is what it is. Like, you can never count this guy out. That scares the hell out of you.
And another thing that we didn't really get to talk about a lot of is this overtime thing that everybody's complaining about.
I was going to bring it up.
Like,
I was going to bring it up after we talked about the game.
Like, listen, if we're and I heard a really, really good point about this, and I heard Kansas City fans, I think, brought it up. It's like, okay, Bills fans want the overtime rule changed, then can we go back to 2018 and change the overtime rule?
Chiefs proposed it
when the Chiefs brought it up originally because Tom Brady won the coin flip, and that was it. See you later.
I got one better for you. My team lost a Super Bowl without touching the ball in overtime. Not once did it even cross my mind. Like, damn, I wish we would have had a chance to come back. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. Like, because we didn't do our job and stop on defense. Like literally never. The thought never crossed my mind that that sucks that Matt Ryan never got out there on the field because that year we had a historic offense. But stop on defense to get the ball back.
You know what though? You know who did get the ball first in overtime and lost the game?
But honestly though, that happening though is a perfect example of why the rule is fine like it is. You want the ball,
listen.
Stop them.
Listen. This is called all the bullshit. Call all the bullshit. No, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut up. Just give me like 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. We don't give a fuck about almost winners. You have an opportunity at 4 quarters to go in the game, especially you had 13 seconds. Didn't squib kick the ball. Your defense has got your cornerbacks are literally 3 steps from the sideline, leaving the entire middle of the field open, and then they go to their best players, one of the smoothest tight ends, and then you get one of the fastest players in the league. And the game is over. That's on y'all. Like, it's not about, we didn't have enough time.
Bro, but that's the thing, though. Like you got, okay, so either way, right? 13 seconds, okay. They kicked the field goal, they tied the game. All right. Now, it's overtime, all right? They do the same fucking thing. The same thing. It's like, okay, guys, hey, defense, huddle up. We just got torched by Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. Let's go out there and let's not guard Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey. What do you guys think? All right, defense on 3. And that's exactly what the fuck they did. They went out for this overtime where it's you have to get a stop or you have to let them do a field goal. And they just said, what the fuck? Let's let Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey go crazy.
And it's
Bro.
like they're the worst team to make the argument for this because, again, they had 13 seconds. We wouldn't be having this conversation. And you had the number 1 ranked defense. That's all I heard all week, all year.
Not just all week, Kenny.
Yeah, all year.
All year. Number one. We number one.
Best defense. You can't blah, blah, blah.
Pro Bowl safeties and stuff like that.
We smashed them in Kansas City earlier this year because
and got 40 put on your and you got 40 put on your head.
So I'm just like this.
No,
you are not the team to be making this argument.
I've been saying this all year, and you guys can back me up because you know that I've been saying this all year. This number 1 defensive stat for the Buffalo Bills is fraudulent, and it's been fraudulent all year long. You want to know why? Because they played Davis Mills before he had any acclimation to the offense at all in Houston, and they put up Zippo. Then they played the Dolphins, and the Dolphins didn't even have their starting quarterback yet, and put up Zippo. So there you go. There's your starting number 1
Jets
defense.
Twice too.
And you get to play the Jets twice. One who was Mike White was their quarterback. And the second time, did they even play Zach Wilson this year? I don't even think they got to play Zach Wilson this year.
But I also do want to point out that, Neil, yes, while you may have said that a couple of times, you also did crown the Bills as the best team in football earlier this year.
They look very good all year.
They did.
I mean, listen, their offense, to me, that team should be in the Super Bowl. If you're looking at, to me, if you just have any semblance of defensive coordination at all, you have to be in the Super Bowl. You have to.
The Chiefs did do a good job of stopping Stephon Diggs because what do you have, like maybe under 30 receiving yards?
Who cares? They scored. They had the lead with 13 seconds left.
I know. No. Obviously, I'm just saying.
He didn't have that many yards because Gabe Davis went off. Like I'm not going to look at it.
Right,
Gabe Davis was wide open.
Right, you find your weakest link on the field, and you attack him. So, and that's what Josh Allen did. I mean, Josh Allen had some laser beam throws in that game. You know, he ran the ball great. He made smart decisions. He did exactly what I thought he wasn't going to do. I thought for sure he was going to go in there, get flustered, turn the ball over because it's in Arrowhead. But no, he was
locked
on one.
in.
He was locked in. Right, exactly. He was locked in.
How bad was Tyrann Matthew?
He's got a concussion. He was hurt. And that's the other thing. The Chiefs' defense, he was out in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Done for the game, first quarter. And it was like the second or third drive. It didn't even –
It was the first
and they
drive.
still –
And it's not even – and it's not even – it was the first – literally the first drive. First
It was like the third play of the game.
So then you've got the Chiefs playing without their – I would say probably their second best player. Yeah, either their first or second best player on their team.
Bro, Sorensen had to come in.
That's
right.
it. Once
I was panicked because I had Chiefs Monday night.
Sorensen, man.
Like he's hot garbage.
Oh, that's Phil. That's Phil at safety out there.
Yo, listen, he was so garbage. I don't know if you caught it, but a couple times Josh Allen and him were going at it at the sticks when Josh Allen ran out of bounds. And I don't know what he was saying to him, but Sorensen was like, "Oh yeah, but like keep it coming" or whatever it was. Like, but I think like
please don't pass the ball.
Please don't pass the ball.
Please don't pass the ball.
Nah, I feel like the Chiefs though. The Chiefs did what they needed to, and then I think Josh Allen and the offense did what they had to, and the defense let them down, and the DC let them down.
I mean,
Plain
listen.
and simple.
I think I saw a statistic. I'm pretty sure I saw it. I want to say it was Andrew Siciliano. Somebody tweeted it. And it was like the Chiefs and the Bills have played 3 times this year. The final score of the game of all their games combined was 98-100. So. Yeah. Either way you look at it, those two teams are going to go at it, and they're going to, they're going to fucking they're going to ball out. And like, listen, Buffalo fans, you're going to get a Super Bowl, okay? Do not worry about it. Josh Allen is way too good to not get a Super Bowl.
And I want to mention something else that I said to Sean, and it was I said something on somebody's status about him being 0-2 against Pat Mahomes.
A lot of people are going to be 0-2 against Pat Mahomes.
Right. And he was like, well, he played good. Like, we don't care. Like, all people care about is winning.
Well, like,
he won or not.
Peyton Manning, until he won a Super Bowl, the narrative was always, yeah, but he can't win the big one. Like,
right.
He had won the Super Bowl before people gave him his credit. So, Josh Allen, you guys got past the Patriot hump now. Now you got to get past the Mahomes.
Now you got to get past the Mahomes.
And then after that one, you got to go to the Super Bowl hump. That's just what it is.
Because that was a problem.
Me personally, I don't see it happening. I think he's gonna run into him every time, and it's gonna be a problem.
I don't think so.
They'll clip
I think they go
him
back and
because
forth.
I think-
it's just like Payton clipped Brady a couple times. It happens because sometimes there's a freak game that happens. They'll clip him. It's not going to be a problem. But as it stands today, the Chiefs are the better team.
Yeah, they're just a better team. I mean, whether it's coaching wise or offensive play wise, play calling wise,
and they're crowning what's the name? Well, they said he's the most. Who said he was the most elite? I forget who said that.
Who?
Somebody said Josh Allen is the most elite after that, seeing that game.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of shit talking about Josh Allen becoming like the number one quarterback in the league now that Brady's going to retire.
He lost.
Yeah, I mean he lost exactly. So exactly like Matt Stafford. Next week he could go off for 450 yards, 6 touchdowns. If the team loses, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And that's the thing with Jimmy G. Jimmy G's winning games. He's not throwing touchdowns. He has the lowest QBR in the fucking playoffs, but his team is going to the NFC Championship. So Bills fans, would you rather have Josh Allen right now, or would you rather have Jimmy G right now and be in the AFC Championship? It's a clear answer. You want Josh Allen. Josh Allen's your future. Do not worry about this year, okay? You got fucked. Basically, that's what it is. You got fucked. And it's going to happen. Every year it happens. The Rams had the best team in 2018. 2019, the best team. On paper, the best team in the playoffs, right? On paper. And what happened? We go to this fucking Super Bowl, and Tom Brady's like, Bill Belichick's like, hey guys, come get fucked. Because that's what happens, man. Every now and then you just get fucked, and that's the parody of the NFL.
You want to play a game?
Yeah, you want to play exactly. You want to play a game, and everything is when it comes down to this shit like this right now, like in the playoffs and the Super Bowl and everything is under a microscope. You cannot make one mistake.
Literally, and that's the thing about Josh Allen. He played.
He didn't make a mistake. Exactly,
perfect.
He did everything. Defense, special teams, everything.
He did everything you wanted him to do.
Attention to detail. It's like, listen, like Lawrence said, you have to squib kick that ball. I mean, have you ever played Madden? Has anybody ever played Madden? When you're up by a touchdown or whatever, you squib kick that kickoff. Because you never know. Somebody can hit a random spin move and take off down the sideline, and that's a touchdown.
And my thing too is like, they got the fastest player in the goddamn league.
Right.
Like, why though?
Why even risk it? Not only one, two. They've got Hardeman and fucking Tyreek Hill. Both are blazers.
and listen, he been gashing you all game.
Hardeman was taking kickoffs up to the 35 all game.
And then when Tyreek Hill was back there with punt returns, he almost gashed for a touchdown.
Bro, that got spooky. When I saw him go back there, I was like, oh, yeah, he wants to win.
That's what he started as. That's what he started. He got his reputation as a punt returner. And then Andy Reid was like, yeah, that boy's going to come play wide out.
If I just give him the ball, I'm
going to give him some jet sweeps and some bubble screens.
That's what they say. Listen, the best returners and shit got the best vision.
They know how to set their blocks up.
They know the offense. Just like your boy, Kenny. He started off vision is crazy.
GP, that's what happened this year. Arthur Smith was like,
crazy.
He's been one of the greatest kick returners. I'm just going to find a way to give him the ball in space and say, go.
That is exactly why. So you look at like even Devin Hester was a good wide receiver when he played for Chicago. I mean, you look at like somebody like Tavon Austin, for example, when he came into the league, and everybody was like, "Oh, you remember his?" I'm sure everybody here has watched his college tape, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tavon Austin's college tape. It's like legendary shit.
Yeah.
He was one of the fastest,
probably
most
the best,
agile
best
guys.
all time.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. He comes in the NFL and he can't do it anymore because he didn't know. He relied so heavily on skill and speed and agility. When you get to the NFL, everybody else can kind of hang out with that. Right. But you got to know how to set your blocks up. You got to know where your guys are going to be at, which route to take, which lane to take, and that's where guys like Tyreek Hill and Devin Hester, Cordell Patterson
to the offense so well. Like
exactly.
As far as when it's so chaotic on kick return, punt return that when you get on offense, it's not the same shit. Like you don't have the 52nd man on the roster trying to literally concuss somebody
because he doesn't give a fuck.
You feel me? Like
he's got one job.
No. You guys have no idea. Like the mentality of those players, like the NFL players on the special teams, like they are psychotic.
They're the craziest people, bro. People that play special teams are the most psychotic people.
Do you see them when they get tackles? Like, they just look like they just had a pick six. They're bouncing off the ground.
That's what they get paid to do.
I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Uh-oh, Lawrence. Here he comes.
Man.
Here he comes, Lawrence.
What is this?
With the quickness. With the quickness.
Matumbo.
But yeah, definitely shout out to the returners, man. And Deebo did the same thing when he first came in too. And you can see him in the Packers game. He said, "I've been at receiver. I'm banged up. I'm hurt.
AB
We need to make a play."
league, same thing.
Who?
AB too.
AB,
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Look at these guys that we're naming. Like they
These special people.
The part return. Like these are guys that
Yep.
they're elite talents, and it's because they know what they're doing. They're
Julian Edelman
right
as well.
here. It's crazy.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. New subject. Now. I brought it
Shout
up.
out to the returners again.
Quickness.
Oh, no.
Quickness.
Block. Oh no, I think. Oh, I already blocked.
Nah,
it. I
it's,
already
yeah,
blocked
you already got
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but now, man, yeah, definitely shout out to the returners, man.
I was watching a podcast today, a Rams podcast today, and we have Brandon Powell right now as our punt returner, who he already he brought back a punt for a touchdown this year. He's got like the most return yards for a punter in the playoffs this year. He's killing it right now, and we're like Rams guys are begging the coach to put him in on offense. Like even if you do a jet sweep to him or a bubble screen or something to him, like let him get the ball and make moves. Like let him follow blockers, let him set shit up. Whatever.
He said Rager. Yeah, y'all Eagles fans like
Rager had a good return against the Bucks.
Listen, man, just if you want to let these receivers keep going, let them go to other places and flourish.
Yeah,
they don't belong.
I'll take Rager.
Rager
actually. I'll take any receiver right now.
It's true.
Rager's
I ain't got nobody.
The problem with Rager is just who he was drafted on. That's what it's always going
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
Right.
His tape is good. His tape is good from college.
He's got good. I mean, he's got good numbers, like skills
Like, I
wise.
promise you, I never would have drafted him over Justin Jefferson. Like that never would have been a thing.
Yeah.
But he would have been I could see him being a first round receiver. But you just took him too early.
Quez Watkins too.
So, but man, let's get to the two matchups.
Let's start with Chiefs Bengals and end with the finale.
No.
Oh, right to it.
No, we're going right to it.
I don't want to talk about it.
We're going right to it because just pull the
Okay.
Band-Aid off. We got the Niners, and the Rams, man. What's going on, Kenny? What you feeling for this matchup, man? How are you feeling? Are you still staying? Are you staying true to where you've been at?
It all goes back to a little phone call I recall having last January or February on a cold night. I was watching the Muppets movie with my daughter. And I get a phone call from Neil.
I'm sitting
How
right
should
here,
I
by the
feel?
way. Literally sitting right here.
How should I feel? We just traded. We got Matt Stafford. How should I feel? I said, you should feel like you're going to the Super Bowl. He said, really? I said, really? I wish mobile gambling was legal at that time because I would have put a futures bet on it. I would have been cashing in because the Los Angeles Rams will win this game and go to the Super Bowl and host it inside of SoFi. I understand the whole we haven't beaten them in a while. Kyle Shanahan seems to be Sean McVay's kryptonite, yada, yada, yada. But all these good things come to an end at some point, and this is where it ends.
Yeah.
Sean McVay gets over.
No better way to go to the Super Bowl. There's no better way. No better way.
Yeah, like what off of Kenny said, it's literally like a perfect storybook, director, movie. What do you want to say? All the struggles leading up to this moment. Winner takes all. Winner goes to the championship. I mean, you can't lose to the Niners 8 times in a row, right?
Yeah, this is
Right?
I mean, and just their
one.
The whole, that narrative of Stafford. Everyone kept telling him, "Oh, he's never won nothing." Well, that's because he's never been there. And what has he done now? He dominated that first game. He played phenomenal last week. I'm telling you, this is the year they get there. When they get there, it'll be a different.
Talk that talk, man.
Rams, for me, Rams make it 7-1.
Kenny, what you got? What you got for the score, man?
See, this is where I get crazy.
Okay. All right.
No, I got him 27-17. I got him by 10 points. I just think that
I'm seeing that score. I'm seeing that score a lot. Actually,
I can't see. I don't see their offense being able to keep up with them. Like it's not. It's no knock against. It's just if I'm in a game where I'm down, I don't necessarily trust Jimmy G to get me out of that hole. I know they did do it a couple weeks ago, but that also can play in the Rams' hand. Like, okay, we saw what they're going to do if we get a lead on them. Like,
yep.
So I'm 27-17.
All right, Phil. What about you, man? Who you think's gonna win the game? What's the score? Reasons why and all that.
pretty much like what Kenny said. I think like the Rams finally break through this week. It's just too many storylines to not go against the Rams. Like if you had to direct a movie, this would be the perfect setting for the movie. And I think the Rams finally make it 7-1 against the 49ers. I think they're 7-0, the 49ers against the Rams. So I think they finally get their one win. They get the monkey off their back, et cetera, et cetera. I know Neil is cringing as I say this. If we're wrong, we know Neil's going to take a 4-week break from IBTE. So
4 weeks.
Just a reminder.
He gone. He not coming back.
They ain't coming.
Because boy, I'm firing you up every episode.
I'm not gonna be here.
I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, I just think that I'm
about 4 weeks.
They're feeling very confident after the Bucs game. I mean, like everyone said, the 49ers-Packers game was very sloppy. It was boring. They didn't play their best football, and we don't know the health of Deebo Samuel. He could be healthy.
He's playing. He's fine.
Injured.
He said he's hurt, but he's playing.
Bro, when you that type of player, you got no choice.
Yeah, you go.
Your team needs you.
So, I think they're going to game plan a lot differently from the regular season game. So I got the Rams 24-20.
Just do it.
Man, the story is phenomenal. Like Matthew Stafford, man, watching him Detroit.
Here we go.
Phenomenal quarter. I like his story. I like
Shut
everything
the fuck
he
up.
brings, bro. I was a little iffy on him through the season, because I feel like it was like he has proven himself. But man, he showed up last week. Just from the highlights I watched some film breakdown. Phenomenal throws. That one, man, for that 183rd yard. That shit was, bro. That shit was crazy. That one was, bro. When he threw that ball, and I was tuned in on my phone horizontally. Yeah. Like, bro, I had you know how you slide it down.
Yeah.
You unlock your phone and you can watch it horizontally, right? And Cooper Kupp, man. Cooper Kupp is so phenomenal, bro.
So good, right?
The most productive, the best receiver this season
ever.
Whoa. I don't know about that's crazy. Like, give us some time. He had a phenomenal season. He over 2K, including the playoffs and shit. But man, like, with all that being said, man, the Niners, Jimmy G 4-1 in the playoffs. He finds a way to win regardless of him just playing horrific. So, and you guys haven't beat them, and I just don't see it happening.
Yep.
I feel like this is going to be a fucking problem for you guys that you got to play the Niners.
Yep.
With that being said, I think it's going to be 24-21, winning field goal, 49ers, walk off, go to the Super Bowl on goals kick. That's me.
Before Neil goes, the only thing I will say, that one loss Jimmy G had came against a prolific offense in the playoffs.
Right.
So just throwing that out there.
Right.
I'll tell you. All right, so let me.
Showtime.
What's up, man? Talk to us. How are you feeling? I feel like
take the Balenciaga off.
You're shaking right now because you just like, because deep down inside, you gotta rock. Before you talk, you gotta rock with your team. You gotta believe in your team, bro. Believe in them.
His heart is racing.
But just know you never fucking beat them.
It's really crazy. I'll tell you what. All right, this is what it comes down to right now.
Yeah, what's up?
It comes down to the opening.
Lord, solo scream, big screen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why you gotta do this to me, man? It comes down to the opening coin toss. All right.
Oh, I saw that stat.
Do you want to know what the Rams' record is when they win the toss and defer? Does anybody want to know the record?
Hold on. Kenny, do you hear this right now? It's come to a coin toss.
Does anybody want to know their record?
I mean, I'm kind of curious.
When the Rams win the coin toss and defer, they are 10-0 this year. When the Rams lose the coin toss, they are 4-5. That's what it comes down to.
Well, I mean, I guess. So what he's saying is,
the game's over.
If they win the coin toss, they got a 100% chance. If they lose the coin toss, it's 50-50.
50-50.
So either way, we got a chance. You got a 75%
can we end the can we end the pod at that point? Because like you came in weak as hell with that. That was weak as hell. Kenny, that's a last point right there. That's something that you leave to sprinkle on top.
Nah, what it is
Come on, bro.
Neil is probably so stressed out and
going
through the wire right now.
You feel
he
that?
Can't even discuss it. So all he's gonna do is throw out that right now. And be like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna ride with my team. You know where I stand with my team.
It's that Niners work. That Niners work is coming.
I'm worried. Okay,
that Niners work is
worried.
Yeah,
I'm worried about the crowd noise. All right, I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that we're going to struggle with their physical run game, whether it's Deebo or Mitchell or Trey Sermon or whoever the fuck they got back there. It doesn't matter because their offensive line owns the line of scrimmage every single time we play them, and we have a lot of key things that we need to happen in this game for us to win. Everybody, I see a lot of people thinking that the Rams are just going to win this game because they have a better offense, but that's been the case all year, and we still can't beat them. For some reason we mentally and physically collapse when we play the Niners. Okay, the last week or the week 18 when we played them, we had 19 missed tackles against them. 19 missed tackles, and that's a pro football team with 19 missed tackles. You not only do you miss the tackles, but you let them take off and run all over the place. Like you don't just miss it at the line of scrimmage and then tackle them maybe 3 yards after. You miss it at the line of scrimmage and tackle them 30 yards after. That's a recipe for disaster, especially against. I mean, you guys said it. Deebo, Ayuk is good. Who's this dude? Jennings.
Kittle.
Jamal Jennings, he's good too. Kittle, we usually don't have a problem with, but as I say that, he'll probably go off against us.
You'll only have to worry about Kittle as if the game is the last 2 minutes and Jimmy G. He doesn't look at anybody else. That's when you got to worry about Kittle.
Well, that's not true because we played him and he had 1 minute and actually 59 seconds left and didn't hit Kittle once.
No, he didn't? Typically he does. He goes to him.
And this whole narrative about Jimmy G, for some reason, whenever he plays the Rams, it just drops. He turns into Jimmy G never lost a game. He dime pieces the ball. I don't know. We have a lot of shit that we need to get right for this game to go in our favor.
You see the video at the end of the Packers game? He's like, "Fuck the Packers."
Listen, and the other thing about I hate the 49ers so much. Like I hate their fan base. I hate them as an organization.
I'm pretty sure it's likewise.
Good.
Yeah.
Nothing would be like Phil said.
This is great, bro. This is great energy. This is perfect.
Nothing would be sweeter. Like Aaron Donald said it. Phil said it on the podcast tonight. If you're gonna write a book, this is exactly how you want your book to end, right? Like you want to beat the team that you can't beat, right? You want the team that everybody counts you out against. Like the Rams are going into this game. They're favored by Vegas, but they know that what people are thinking about this game, right? Like they're going into this game thinking it's the 49ers. Nobody's gonna pick. I mean, sure they'll pick us, but it's only because they have to. They really beat us every time we play them, and they beat us at our house. They beat us at Levi Stadium. It doesn't matter. So the Rams are going into this game already thinking the same shit, right?
I think it's going to be really chippy, too.
Of course it's going to be chippy because there's so much shit that's been talked about, body bags and all this shit, right? The gremlin dance or music, whatever the fuck it is. So it's going to...
Are you talking about Deebo?
Yeah, Deebo and George Kittle and Jimmy G and everything. So, if you look at the rosters, if it was just a 11 versus 11, the Rams it'd be 57,000 to nothing, right?
But football don't work like that.
Football don't work like that. You got a lot of shit that you got to worry about. You got mentality. Like Lawrence said, we just, for some reason, have mental issues when it comes down to playing the 49ers.
Hey, listen, when it's tough. Go ahead, Kenny, my fault.
Yeah, no, it could play into your hand, though, because like you said, if you got Deebo, like the way that you're saying, like the Rams looking at, like, hey, everyone is already saying like they're going to beat us. The 49ers,
side, they're already saying it.
Like, hey, guess what? We're going to win in LA. And we're just going to stay here for the Super Bowl. Like they're looking at like it's over. Like that could play into your hand.
And that's the thing. Like I'm seeing. Like I know I shouldn't be on social media. Maybe this is why I'm going so crazy over this game. Social media is driving me crazy, right? These 49ers fans. Like I haven't seen a single Niners fan that said they're not going to win this game. Like every single one of them have no doubt in their mind that they're going to come into the stadium and win the game and go to the Super Bowl.
Bro, it's that energy, bro. It's that energy especially when you go and play against somebody you've never beat before.
Right.
Like
the way I think of it, Lawrence, is like LeBron James against the Raptors. Anytime LeBron James went up against the Raptors in the playoffs, the Raptors just
Right.
crippled, and they folded, and they couldn't beat him. It didn't matter who they brought in. Like, they had roster on rosters, and they just could not beat LeBron James. And that's the way I think of this game. You know, we played Jimmy G in 2019. You know, he had 3rd and 16 twice against us, 2 times against us, and he converted both of those to go to the Super Bowl that year. So now, granted, I'm saying all this, but we were up 17-0. You know, we went into halftime with a 14-point lead. We came out, we scored, we did all this. Von Miller sacked Jimmy G we got the ball back with 2 minutes left, and we gave the ball right back to him with a minute left, and they drove the field on us. Do I see that happening again? I don't think so. I think this team learns its lesson, right? I think this team learns its lesson from the week before. I think this team learns its lesson from week 18. I think this team comes out. I think they get all phases of the fucking football going. They got special teams going. They got defense going. They got offense ready to fucking go. They got the coaches are ready to go. Everybody's fucking pumped up, and we go out there and we put on a show. And let
me ask you something, right? Have you ever been in a game where, like, you've never beat a team, but you go in there with your fucking guys every time, and you can't beat them?
Yes, actually. So my senior year, or not
it is very, very tough to get over that shit.
My freshman year at Notre Dame, I played varsity football, and we went to Dodgeville. And Dodgeville for Class D, because that's what we were in. We had 19 guys on our team. Dodgeville dominates Class D football, right? Like
they have the most Section 3 championships in the history of Section 3 sports. That's how dominant they are in Class D.
So we go up there with 19 guys, literally just me and 2 other freshmen on the bench, and we're looking at each other like, if somebody gets hurt, we have to go out there and play against these fucking wrestlers, these farmers, these dudes that are 4 years older than us. They're going to fuck us up. And we go out there and we destroy these guys. Like, it was like it's like that 300 mentality, like us against the world type mentality. Like, we know we're not going to go out there and win. It gives you that extra juice. You go out there and you just put on a fucking, you just fucking fuck them up. You know, you just fuck them up. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen here. Like, I don't want to piss Aaron Donald off ever. And Aaron Donald is pissed the fuck off. Von Miller looks like Super Bowl Von Miller. Matthew Stafford is, you want to talk about Josh Allen locked in? Matthew Stafford's locked in right now. Cooper Kupp is locked in right now. OBJ wants a ring. So like you guys said, all the storylines point to the Rams here. Like, you got Matthew Stafford, you got OBJ, you got, Von Miller wants to win again for his boy Demaryius Thomas, who rest in peace, God rest his soul. You got Sean McVay, the boy genius, that wants his ring to shut everybody up about him. Has he been found out? All this shit. And then you got the whole grand narrative of everything. The Rams can't beat the Niners, so we'll see what happens. All I know is if that we lose, y'all, I'm not gonna be here.
You know what this game feel like? You know what this game feel like, bro?
Reporting.
This game feel like Proctor against CBA. You go in there with all the tools. You got everybody you need, but you can't fucking beat them. Y'all losing, bro, and it's gonna be devastating.
And Lawrence said he wanted to watch the game with me.
Imagine.
Nah, we'd probably end up fighting.
Yeah,
no,
Lawrence
I'm talking shit the whole time.
Get mad if we watch
Gotta get it back. Gotta get it back for 2018. Because it's gonna be satisfying.
You had the ball first in overtime.
Satisfying, but
Drew Brees threw an interception.
But man, I think it's gonna be a great. I'm tripping. Did we miss?
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Chiefs game.
We got the Chiefs game right now.
I said we were supposed to open it.
Yeah.
So we got Rams, and 49ers. First score for me, I think it's gonna be 30-20.
30-20. Okay, that's a good
score. I got a 2-possession game.
I just think like I said, I think Sean McVay learned his lesson. I hope. I think we get up quick, and we don't look back. If we lose the opening, if we lose the coin toss at the beginning, nobody talk to me because we lost the game.
No, you got a 50% chance.
Less than a 50% chance.
Right,
45.
Yeah.
I got 24-20 close game for the Rams.
Lord, oh Lord, y'all need help. But Cincy, Kansas City,
shootout mania.
Nah, I think this game is gonna go heavy one way. I see the KC's been favored at 7, 6.5, 7, 7.5 all week. I think that number stays right there around that number, and I think Cincy loses, and I think KC covers that number.
Yeah, I think.
And I think it's going to be covered, handsomely. I'm looking at KC like. I think it's going to be
they're not supposed to be there.
I think it's going to be 35-20, 35-20, 21, 22, maybe 23. It's going to be, it's going to be a lot of scoring for KC, and since he's going to have to fight back, but
fight back.
It's just it's a home game for Patrick Mahomes. That crowd's going to be, how that crowd's going to be, right?
Joe Burrow said that,
already.
He said that's not a problem.
Yeah, everybody.
My college stadium louder than that. That's what he said.
Everybody
he said he's not worried about that. That's what he said.
Until you get in there and try to call a play.
I ain't say that. He said
wrong
that.
though, because the SEC schools have 100,000 that at the stadium.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's never been in this environment before.
He sounded like he ready for the moment. I don't know, man.
I mean, he should be, but they're still going to
hold my cigar.
Points.
Yeah, and but the other thing, the thing that I disagree with though is, a lot of people are saying that the Chiefs roster is so much better than the Bengals, but honestly, it's really not. Like you got Boyd, Higgins, and Jamar Chase are not bad, like at all. I mean, I'll take Boyd, Higgins, and Jamar Chase over Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, and Hardeman.
Bro, that's one of the best recorders probably in the league.
And obviously you got Kelsey. Obviously offensive line bodes towards KC. Running back, I'm taking Mixon over CEH. Defense, is it a push? Is defense a push?
Yeah.
I mean, Casey's
got. I think it's kind of a push when you think about it.
Casey's got Melvin Ingram and
DJ Reader. You got Trey Hendrickson.
Well, with no Tyrann Mathieu,
they're playing good over there.
I think
Tyrann Mathieu, I'm still like.
You got Jesse Bates. The corners play fairly decent. I feel like the corners are better than theirs.
That's what. If anything, the defense might lean towards Cincy. Because healthy, you got Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu. That's really it. Like Melvin Ingram hasn't been there all year. Like he's not.
Frank Clark has been up and down.
Yeah, Frank Clark is not Frank Clark that they thought they were getting. Their corners are okay. Their linebacker, Nick Bolton is good, but like that's your marquee guy. Like it's really Chris Jones, Tyrann Mathieu, and the other guys.
Yeah. Who's the other DN for Cincy? On the opposite side of Hendrickson. So now it's another white guy. He plays pretty good. He plays pretty good though.
Is it Hubbard? No, it's not Hubbard.
Yeah, it is Hubbard.
Yeah, it is.
It is Hubbard.
Yeah,
Sam Hubbard.
I
think he's hurt.
Is he?
Well, he played last week.
He played last week. He be causing havoc.
Oh, I'm sorry. They lost that in Ngakoue. Who'd they lose? They lost.
Yannick Ngakoue played for someone else.
He played it for the Raiders.
They had it's like a Nigerian name in the middle.
Probably the other D tackle opposite of DJ Reader played really good against Tennessee.
Foot surgery and he's done. But
Ojinobi?
What was his name?
Larry Ojinobi.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yep. That's what it is. Yeah. So like I said, I'm going KC by 2 possessions here. I hope, obviously, if the Rams win, obviously I want the Bengals to go. I'd rather play the Bengals than the Chiefs, but it is what it is. I think the winner of the NFC Championship game wins the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know. I think this is going to be. I do think the Chiefs win. I'm not going to talk much about the Super Bowl after that. Go ahead,
I got Chiefs 34-20.
Yeah, I think it's a 2-possession game. After what I saw from the Chiefs last week against the Bills, who I think are better than the Bengals, I just cannot pick against the Chiefs this week when they're going to be at home. Like, I mean, respect to the Bengals, everything they've done this year. Like, you got further than anybody picked you to go other than yourselves. But Patrick Mahomes is what he lives for. He's lost 1 game in Arrowhead ever. It was Tom Brady. Joe Burrow, sorry, you're not Tom Brady yet. You're not going to do it.
Yeah, I think, and this is the 4th time in a row that I think they're hosting the AFC Championship. The Chiefs.
That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they've never been on the road. In the AFC.
Miles just make that the neutral site.
Pretty much
crazy.
It goes through there.
Who do you got, Lawrence?
Man, I really like Cincy, man. I like them young boys. I like them. But it just Pat Mahomes and them gonna be too much for them, I feel like. But I will say this: I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Like if they go out there and shock the world, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, damn, I didn't see this happen." Pretty much expect this to happen. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be at max 10 points. If they beat them by that, if that, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy beats them. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Chiefs by 10, max.
Yeah, Chiefs by 10 max.
Oh man, I don't
I don't know.
I can't. I don't want
see
to.
him losing. It's like that. When you could score in 13 seconds against number 1 ranked defense and make it look like you could have done it in 5 seconds, that's scary.
Right.
And plus, who knows how well that Bengals O-line is going to do.
Forget that. They don't even. The Bengals O-line can be pristine. You got to stop Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think they're gonna get. I don't think he's gonna get sacked 8 times again. So it doesn't matter.
So
He already won. He already won getting sacked 9 times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter. They could not allow him to get sacked at all, and I still am picking the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. Just y'all. I want everybody to say a prayer for your boy. That's all.
Going down, 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 down.
That's it. I got nothing else to say.
You about to be like this. I volunteer.
That's it.
That's tribute.
I got
See, that
nothing.
game starts at 6:30.
Yo, listen, Kenny, we might have to get. I might have to go look up some custom milk cartons. Put his face. He's missing from the pile. We're gonna have him just like
But
this.
he's going to win, so we don't got to worry about that.
Hey, listen,
So just
I
in case.
I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna win.
That's good for you.
And next week,
you thought
and
the
next,
Saints
and
would make
next,
the playoffs
and next
too.
week, and next week. Listen, man, they got nothing to do with it. Okay, we're talking
It
about the
does.
playoff teams. All right,
It does.
all right. Relax,
It
Relax. Listen,
it goes to your predictions.
relax. All right. Nah, but man, any last words? What's up? What's up?
I got nothing to say. Bless my
Hopefully
soul.
we see the next week.
YMCA.
For me, another great week. You know, we have a very exciting, weekend of sports, NBA, NFL championships. That's going to be crazy Sunday day. Hope everyone's looking for it. And also, by the time next week rolls, while we have a new show, make sure you guys check out the IBTE sports page. We're doing the whole Black History Month thing, giving you guys a random fact every day. And then the end of the week, we're going to give you guys a little trivia to test you guys, see if you checked it out. So stay tuned in for that starting February.
Yes, sir. Can you got anything?
Let's go Rams.
I want to go last.
Okay. For me, man, everybody keep doing what you gotta do. Follow your dreams, knock down your goals, and believe that the Niners are gonna win. That's my last words.
Let's go Rams.
What's
up, Kenny? What's your last words, man?
I have to discuss the Baseball Hall of Fame and how terrible it is. And it's almost
They ain't let Barry in, man.
that we maybe don't even start to take it seriously anymore.
It's a joke.
Because all these years we've heard we're not going to let Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens in because they use steroids, which is an awful argument anyways because, one, Barry technically never tested positive for it, and two, they were doing it when everyone else did it. But whatever.
Right.
If that's going to be your standard, that's your standard. But yesterday the vote comes out, and they elect David Ortiz, who tested positive in 2003. So what you're telling me now, voters, old men that are still hold votes, you aren't letting these guys in because your ego, because you don't like that they were mean to you when you interviewed them.
Yep.
So it's time for us to really evaluate how these people get their credentials to vote, because it's a joke. If the Hall of Fame is supposed to tell the history of the sport, you cannot tell the history of the sport without Roger Clemens, and you damn sure can't tell the history of the sport without Barry Bonds, who has the most home runs in the history of baseball.
Barry,
You know who else you
Barry was
Pete
legendary.
Rose.
Exactly. You also can't tell the story of baseball without Pete Rose, who's not in the Hall of Fame because.
And Alex Rodriguez also was on the ballot. Probably wasn't going to get in first time either, but he only received 35% of the vote, and David Ortiz gets in.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's ridiculous. And now yesterday proved that the voters hold grudges, and it has nothing to do with steroids. They just used it for 10 years as an excuse, and it blew up in their face yesterday.
Not to mention, Major League Baseball also profited heavily off of steroids, and
If it weren't for steroids, baseball would be
baseball
dead.
wouldn't even be close to. I mean, obviously, the numbers of baseball popularity have dropped tremendously since the steroid use have stopped. Home run numbers are down. High-scoring baseball games are down. And like I said, MLB, get your shit together, man. That's bullshit.
It's a joke, and this is why
crazy.
people no longer watch you, and this is why half the world doesn't even know you're in a lockout, and the other half doesn't care.
Doesn't care that you're in a lockout.
So it's your fault. The sport is dying because of you, and you're going to continue to do dumb things like this, and you're going to continue to die.
Anybody that's has bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth and gets walked deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds, Barry Bonds on multiple occasions.
He really had people really running to the TV during those last 30, 40 home runs, man. Like,
yep.
He wasn't even an everyday player, and people, the Giants fans who were watching the game just in case Barry Bonds was a pinch hitter in that game.
Right.
That's why I don't cover baseball during the playoffs.
That was a crazy moment when he actually did it too. Crazy moment.
Yeah, Rick, they're in the lockout.
Yeah, they're in the lockout, bro.
Yeah, they've been in one. Probably won't get baseball this year. Maybe not for a while.
They want $1 trillion.
They want.
They already got $1 billion.
They want world soccer money.
You feel me?
Oh, man, hell no.
That's what they want.
Yeah, they're really bugging. I mean, it's really a rock and hard place because the billionaires
they want that Ronaldo money,
but they also already have no cap space and they're already making
$500
million on contract. So I don't know how much more they can want.
They want that Neymar money.
He said, "Give me $900 million. I need it."
They said, "Pele me, please."
The thing is, though, they're essentially getting that right now anyway. So I really don't know what the difference is.
Right.
Like, there's no cap.
All right.
That's it for us.
Yeah, we up out of here, man. Make sure y'all go and check out
God
IBTE
bless.
Sports on all platforms at IBTE Sports, at IBTE Network. We up out of here. We appreciate you. We love you. And the Niners going to win and go to the Super Bowl, man.
Fuck you.
Hit that outro.